Receiver DeAndre Hopkins may be the best receiver option opposite Andre Johnson the Texans have ever had.
He's awesome, and he thinks one day he can be better than Andre Johnson. I told him, you got a long way to go, bud, but he's played well this season. The offensive line, Ryan Harris filling in for Dwayne Brown. It's a big area where they've got to get shored up out on the edge. That O-line, Chris, last week, overpowered by the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Myers at center, his 100th consecutive start. On first down from the 20-yard line, it is Arian Foster and the #1 defense. They have only allowed 27 points total. And even though they gave up 17 against the Jacksonville Jags last week, they were angry about that.
Yeah, and it's good to see Chris Clemens back in the lineup. 17 plays last week, no setbacks with his knee injury. So young, but so active at the linebacker position when you look at those guys. And without question, the Legion of Boom, the best secondary in the NFL. Big challenge for Matt Schaub in that passing game today.
That's their nickname, a bonded group in the secondary on 2nd and 9. The pitch to Foster, who has room. Arian Foster knocked out of bounds across the 35 by Earl Thomas.
Pitch out on the corners.
A 16-yard gain. 3 tight ends in on first down from the 37. Schaub has it under pressure, and it's batted away and incomplete. Big Red Bryant, and I say big against Tennessee, trying to get to 3-1. Foster again, working his way up to the 39-yard line of the Browns.
Like they were on that last play.
Hopkins and Johnson top of your screen, and there's Owen Daniels in the slot on the left side of Schaub. On 3rd and 8. From the pocket, under pressure, Schaub gets rid of it, incomplete at midfield. And Chris Clemens, second game back, applying the pressure. Got in 16 snaps last week, said he felt good. We'll probably see a lot of him today.
And it's going to be a tough road to hoe for Matt Schaub. Here's Clemens out here. He's just going to run the corner and run around Ryan Harris, but it's a 4-man rush. And if they can't get better protection than that and keep Schaub.
For Andre Johnson from the 19-yard line, Schaub rolls to his left. And under a little bit of pressure, unloads and completes at the 20-yard line. Andre Johnson has a first down, as if a stage manager pointed on cue. Franchise record. After a gain of 12, Ben Tate checks in, and Ben Tate fights to get across the 41-yard line. He came in the game, free agent after this year. Talk about can they keep him in Houston. He's playing for his NFL future somewhere. Gets the carry again. There's room. Can he get outside? Knocked down at the 43. Bobby Wagner leading.
Would love to get him 20 to 25 carries in this game.
Hopkins in motion. Top of your screen, the rookie. Shot looks the other way and completes. Inside the 40 is Garrett Graham, the backup tight end. Daniels already has a couple of touchdown catches this year. 17-yard gain. That's Hopkins again. In motion, top of your screen. Browner is covering him. Schaub, middle of the field, complete. Andre Johnson. Johnson working on Richard Sherman.
He's just going to run the deep square in. Richard Sherman off coverage. And Richard thought he was going to run the deep square in and then thought he was maybe running a little stutter and go and kind of got off. Look at Red Bryant getting blasted. And Richard Sherman just kind of changed his route like he was going kind of defend the deep route. Andre Johnson just broke it inside. Good throw.
17-yard gain. Arian Foster from the 23 has to fight hard to get back to the 20-yard line. Games at corner than Richard Sherman. Ben Tate straight ahead. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Yes, sir. 3rd and 5 from the 18 of Seattle. Ben Tate in motion. Pass is incomplete. Maybe not. Seahawks tip ball, and they come away with the interception. Earl Thomas looked like 4 different players had a hand on it. K.J. Wright and Owen Daniels had a shot at it, and now they're calling it incomplete.
Well, K.J. Wright's the first one to get his hands on it, making the break. Then Daniels has it. Then Cam Chancellor pops it up.
And that
looks like an interception to me by Earl Thomas.
And it is ruled.
so far pretty darn well. Those last two passing opportunities all over Russell Wilson.
Arian Foster stopped short of the 10-yard line where it'll
Quarterback as he is when he's in a rhythm and it's coming out on time.
3 tight ends in on 2nd and 10 from the 10 of Houston. Schaub set to throw and has time and floats to Foster underneath, and Foster has a first down. Down the sideline he goes up near the 40. First down. And Ryan Griffin, a tremendous block, the 3rd tight end on this team. And we have an injured Seahawk, or at least it appears KJ Wright is in pain.
And he's the one that ended up finally stumbling and taking on his own player as he was trying to get Arian Foster down. Look at the block here by Ryan Griffin. Bang, right there on Browner, knocks him out of the picture, and here's where KJ Wright gets hurt, right there colliding with a...
Schaub has it. Andre Johnson falls for a first down at the 40. And he is at the bottom of your screen as Foster carries, and as Methard knocked down right away at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10 from midfield. Schaub, middle of the field, complete for the first down. It's Garrett Graham from the Seattle 31 on first down. Schaub, middle of the field, deep and open for the touchdown. It's Garrett Graham. His 3rd touchdown catch of the season.
Schaub loves the tight end game anytime they get near the red zone, and watch him and what he does to Malcolm Smith here. Garrett Graham just runs right by him, and it was like Malcolm Smith turned the wrong way, like he was expecting help to the middle of the field. No chance.
From the 20-yard line with Foster, the running back. Schaub fakes to him. On the move, incomplete for Owen Daniels. 2nd in total defense. They're 7th ranked in the National Football League offensively. This time Foster is brought down by Red Bryant. Now Bryant's a guy who gives...
Red Bryant playing both of those gaps as a run defender.
On 3rd and 8, Schaub, sideline throw. The catch is made, and what a battle by Andre Johnson. The ball comes out as Sherman was there fighting with him.
Well, this ball's going to be complete. He's got it. He captures it, takes a few steps, and then the ball comes out of bounds. That's a catch, and a big physical catch for Andre Johnson. Richard Sherman was in pretty good coverage.
I mean, talking about 2 guys that are 6'3". It's a gain of 10, and the way that Johnson fought for that first down.
Look at that number, though.
No touchdowns.
For all those catches.
Yeah, this year he's looking for his first touchdown catch. It's a big 3rd down completion for Schaub. They're trying to screen here to Arian Foster. Foster up near the 47-yard line with another
slow finish last year, the slow start this year. People forget he is a great running back.
Aiming for his 4th straight 1,000-yard season as Ben Tate is in the clear. Inside the 35 by Ben Tate, who stays in the game and gets the football inside the 30. And a good
keeps him healthy when they really need him late in games.
On 2nd and 7, pressure coming. Tate has the catch. Spins inside, but the Seahawks swarm him, led by Malcolm Smith, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I feel like they want to flip that script this year.
On 3rd and 6, if I'm the Seahawks, I'm wondering where the tight ends are. Keyshawn Martin is in motion. Schaub floats one. Owen Daniels. That's where the tight ends are.
Chris, great throw, better catch. You got Owen Daniels matched up on a corner in Maxwell, and watch him lay out to make this catch. I mean, that's good coverage. And Owen Daniels just stretches out, catches the ball, and is able to secure it all the way through the catch. Terrific.
Looking like the 2-time Pro Bowler he is. A 22-yard gain, and now it's 1st and goal. Foster the carry. It's down inside the 5-yard line where defense in the NFL, and they didn't allow many points last year. Stingiest in the league.
Love the tight ends down here, as you know.
Shaw. Sideline throw. Arian Foster, touchdown. Now Shaw, end zone throw. Richard Sherman had a better chance than Andre Johnson. It'll be second down.
Richard Sherman, for all of his interceptions, he's dropped a couple of this year, and that one just went right off his hands. They just have not been able to either catch it or recover the fumble.
Arian Foster carries, slicing his way down to the 13-yard line. An 11-point Texan lead. Shaw, middle of the field. Inside the 10 is Garrett Graham.
146 through the air. Schaub, as you said, is almost at 200 already.
Schaub rolling out and in trouble and gets rid of it. He wanted to go to Arian Foster, who was well covered. Arian Foster on second and goal. Gets the football, and the Seahawks rattle it up. It'll be third down.
Watch those two tight ends, both of them on the flank, Garrett Graham, Owen Daniels.
Shaw gets rid of it and gets knocked down, as you pointed out, of Russell Wilson. From the 9-yard line, Arian Foster waits for a hole and slips through.
Action that comes off of it.
On second down, Foster. Seahawks going to try and force a punt, but
the Seattle defense, and they came out and basically forced a punt.
On third down and 4, incomplete. Shaw goes down. There's a flag in the middle of the field. Out of getting the ball back. Shaw's going to throw on first down. And incomplete for Keyshawn Martin. It dropped short. Will they run it out or try to get more? Foster. He's going to run it out. Up to the 40-yard line. 44 straight at 13 times. He's caught 3 passes. Plenty of time. Complete at midfield to Owen Daniels, who gets a little shove out of another 15 yards there in field goal range. All 3 timeouts. Caught. Down to the 42 is Daniels again.
Yeah, I think he...
For Hopkins. Incomplete. Brandon Browner was running with him. 2 timeouts remaining for Houston. Sideline throw is caught, and right out of bounds is Andre Johnson. Well done. Shot incomplete. Double covered was Owen Daniels.
First half.
From the 30-yard line. On second and 10, extra pressure coming. Shaw gets rid of it, and the catch made by Graham. The ball comes out as he went down, and it goes out of bounds.
You got about
2 timeouts. Foster runs the football, and the clock will set up for a Randy 13-yard line. Last 4 possessions, they've scored. Shaw on first down to throw, and open is Owen Daniels.
That job is on fire.
4 catches for Daniels. 21-yard pickup. Hand off Foster. And he gets to the 40-yard line. How about dance around? Feet. On second and 4, they're running it to Foster. From the 40. It'll be close.
Season. This guy is a great running back.
And he says he's feeling fine now. Third and 1. Off Foster, and he gets the first down. In Seattle territory at the 47 the last 2 seasons. Shaw on first down is in trouble and spun around at midfield by Tony McDaniel. Lower back injury. Injured in the first half. Foster knocked back and an excellent defensive play. 115. down. Looked like somebody jumped, and the pass is incomplete. Schaub threw it low for Garrett. 3rd and 10. Schaub gets away. Throws to complete for Foster. He had it around the 41-yard line and couldn't hang on to it. He's been all over the place against the Seattle offense. Texans on offense as Ben Tate checks in and gets across the 20-yard line. Pre-game Jada, anything.
He is a stud. He gets that far away, looks like old Howie Long used to get, the Hall of Famer.
He's been dominating today. Ball is out. And a scramble near the side. The Seahawks have it. Bobby Wagner looked like he fell on it before he went out of bounds. And Malcolm Smith knocked it away from Tate. Seattle's second takeaway.
Here's Tate, who's just trying to bounce it to the outside. Malcolm Smith, just coming off a block from behind, just reaches out with his right arm and rips the ball out. And Wagner clearly recovered it.
To play from behind. When they're ahead, they're a much different offense.
Absolutely.
After a 12-yard pickup, Schaub to Foster. He gets to the 35-yard line. Red Bryant
sacked him one time. That's going to be hard on any secondary. I don't care how good you are.
19 carry for Foster. He runs into his own man, knocks a helmet off and gets to the 40. Mild-mannered Gary Kubiak, at least he appears that way publicly.
That's the players in the locker room when things aren't going well.
He said he lets them police themselves, and he needed to this week. Going nowhere is Foster.
That's just so good by Brandon Mebane inside the defensive tackle. You don't play any better at the point of attack defending the run as a nose tackle than Brandon Mebane did right there. I mean, watch what he does to Chris Myers and pushing him in the backfield, creating a new line of scrimmage, and then disengaging and getting on the tackle. That's clinic defensive line play against the run.
That's what you do to Chris Myers in production meetings after a smart remark.
Your hair's better than his, though.
On 2nd down 12 from the 44. Schaub's throw, incomplete for Martin. Time for Schaub. Midfield complete to Daniels, but not enough for the first down. Go to FoxSports1.com to find out where you can get it. First down Texans. They lead by 7. Schaub comes out firing. Incomplete for Andre Johnson. Brandon Browner covering and Tim. Second down 10 for Schaub. Pressure coming from Chris Clemens. Here it's going to be a good field position spot for Seattle. Schaub goes underneath to Keyshawn Martin, but the Seahawks swarm, and it's 4th down.
It's almost since Cushing went out in that 3rd down.
Foster pushing across the and still pushing the pile up near midfield. 4. They spotted at the 49 of Houston. Foster near the first down marker, and this is Super Bowl appearance. Arian Foster battles hard. Gary Kubiak very clear about how his team did.
Good players on this team.
Foster again to the 40 and inside the Seattle 40.
You know, that does look like that's where it happened to Brian Cushing.
After a Seattle timeout, 3rd and 4. Schaub has it, throws, and it's intercepted by Richard Sherman. He's going down the sideline. He has followers, and not just on Twitter. Touchdown Seahawks.
That is Matt Schaub just acting on his behavior pattern, knowing that he is going to bootleg out and he's just going to throw that out route. Richard Sherman played it the whole way. I mean, number one, they hem him up in the pocket as he peels out, but Richard Sherman is just going to poach this route. He knew it was coming to Owen Daniels out there, the tight end, jumps the route, and of course there's nobody catching Richard Sherman with the pick-6 house call touchdown. That is a bad decision by Matt Schaub to throw that ball in that situation.
And that's the 3rd this year An interception run back for a touchdown on the part of Schaub. 58 yards for Richard Sherman. 20-3 advantage. But a defensive score for Seattle has us tied at 20. Schaub. What a catch at the 36-yard line. Leaping in the air is Andre Johnson. Sideline to Andre Johnson again. Gets out of bounds right at half. And Matt Schaub, 14 game-winning drives in his career.
Now this offensive line's got to protect bottom line because here comes pressure.
It'll be third down. Foster got back to the 45-yard line.
Have to be dialed up here for the Houston offense.
Richard Sherman back in. He had that touchdown return on the interception, was bruised, but covering one-on-one. On third down, it's caught by Owen Daniels.
For Houston.
There's a flag down. Schaub is going to go down hard at the 40-yard line. Coming from on second and 20, Schaub has time, and open, the rookie, DeAndre Hopkins, his third down and 5. Schaub gets rid of it, and it's knocked away. Earl Thomas batted the ball. A Texas guy from Orange, Texas. The
OT won't last long.
He already is over 300 yards. That broke a string of 11 straight for the Seattle defense, not allowing that. Foster carries. Michael Bennett was hurt, and he's out of the game for Seattle. Andre Johnson with a catch up to the 34-yard line. First down. Schaub's on the move. Caught at the 35 by Greg Jones, the fullback. Houston came against the Titans. DeAndre Hopkins dominated that game. Pass to Foster. Slips a tackle. Is out of bounds near the 40. It'll bring a significant point of the season. Extra pressure coming. Schaub with time and incomplete. He floated it for Andre Johnson. It was a low throw, but Browner was there and couldn't hang on.
Well, Andre Johnson reached out
and sprung the career of Russell Wilson. Pass is tipped and incomplete.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That was a statement.
From up in Alaska to South Carolina to across town, the Texans in overtime. Pass is caught, sliding at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Richard Sherman. Arian Foster spins out of a tackle. Gets back to the 24-yard line. Schaub has thrown for 348 yards. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Andre Johnson at the 30. And for Andre Johnson, lower part of your screen. He's looking that way for Andre Johnson out of bounds. And there's a flag down.
They're going to get Brandon Browner all over him.
Against the Seahawks in this game. On first down, Schaub ducks and he goes down inside the 40-yard line. Team with 2 timeouts. From inside their own 40, batted down. It'll be 3rd and 19. Cliff Averill got his arms up. Schaub is going to run and go down at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Clinton McDonald.